Nango, welcome to Mindcare Africa, where we heal nations and transform lives. Nango is a greeting from the Luo community, and we do respond to it as Bel Ahinya, right? The reason why we have chosen this particular form of greeting, it's because these people do express themselves in such a romantic way, right? They are the ones that we refer to as the kings and queens of love in this part of the world. And today, I will be your Dr. Love, getting to share on what love means and how we can express this in a very formal way, helping one another to feel loved and getting a few tips on how to make and express our love towards our spouses. Mapenzi ni kama kikohozi, and this is a true indicator that many people out there actually struggle when it comes to expressing love to their loved ones or even being romantic to those that they love most. And you have musicians who have composed songs that they help people to actually know what love is and also how to express their romance and love to the people that they love most. We have songs like You Leave Me Breathless, others it will be like No Air, and we also have others like Short and Sweet, all in the name of teaching you and helping you to get to know what love is. With this in mind, we have many people who are out there, and as much as they are couples or even spouses, they find it quite difficult for them to express love to their loved ones. And this is why we need to ask ourselves, have you ever been in love? Have you ever loved somebody? Do you even know how to express love to your loved ones? And we have one single day that has been set aside, the 14th of every February, which is the Valentine's Day, a day that has been set aside for people to showcase and express love to their loved ones, which is a very important day because it gets to remind us that it's very important for us to love our loved ones and also make them to feel appreciated. And this is why we're borrowing from the good work of Dr. Chapman, who helps us to get to understand the 5 languages of love that can be used to express love on a day-to-day basis, every other day throughout the year. The 5 languages of love include 1. Words of affirmation, and this is where we say that words are powerful when it comes to expressing love to your loved ones. And if we have somebody who responds very well to words of affirmation for them to feel appreciated or even to feel loved, they need to hear words like, you look great today, you look beautiful today, I love you. And this is one of the ways that they feel appreciated. And if your spouse or your partner uses this or rather responds well to this language of love, it's very important that you get to use it often. The second type of love language that I want us to look at, it is the act of service. With this, I want you to think of actions speak louder than words. And this tells you that someone who responds to this type of a love language very well, they do prefer, when you do some stuff for them. For instance, they'll prefer when you do laundry for them, iron their shirts, or even cook for them. And this tells you that if your spouse is responding to this type of love language, that it is very important for you to do more in terms of actions to make them feel appreciated or even feel loved. The third type of love language that we need to look at, it is gifting. And when you think about the word gifting, this is whereby you get to give stuff, in such a way that will make somebody to feel appreciated. And it's not necessarily when you get to think of material wealth or such like things, because in most cases, many may confuse materialism with this particular love language. A simple thing as getting to pick the color of their favorite ice cream or even the best shirt, by giving them some time of their own, the best time of their own, like for instance, gifting them with some holiday, some good place, going out for some dinner. This is be very important for them to feel appreciated and for them to feel loved. So like we are saying, if your spouse will respond to this type of love language, it's very important that you get to know what is this thing that they love. And in a way, you can give them not only during their wedding anniversary or even during their birthday, but from time to time, get to give them some surprise with some goodies. The fourth type of love language that we should look at, it is quality time. And with this, I want you to think of undivided attention. This is where we say no TV, no phones, no internet, just you and your loved one. And with this, this is where you get to give your spouse all the attention in the world. No undivided attention. You're only thinking about them. And in most cases, it's not just that you can't maybe watch some movie, your favorite movie in Netflix, but getting to ensure that all that you give in terms of the time belong to them. So you're not thinking about your work. And in most cases, probably during the weekend, you have people who bring work to their homes, and they are not really putting much emphasis or even paying close attention to what their loved ones need. So if your loved one is responding very well to this type of a love language, it's very important that you give all the attention to them. Ensure that they get the quality time with you so that they feel appreciated and loved. Last but not the least, the fifth type of love language that I want us to look at, it is touch. Physical touch. And there is nothing as impactful and important for this particular group of people as getting to engage in a physical way, touching one another, getting to hold hands, or even kissing. And mind you, this is not PDA, because in most cases, many people who confuse this with getting to seek attention in a public place, just the mere fact that they are holding hands with one another. If your spouse responds to this type of love language, it's very important that you engage with them in a physical way. Get to hold them, get to touch them, to make them feel appreciated and loved. Having looked at the various types of love language, it's important that you get to note that there are those common mistakes that many people out there make. By the mere fact that you do respond to one particular type of a love language, you think that your spouse does the same. So guys, get to know your type of love language that you respond better to and that which your partner does. I want to wish you a lovely and beautiful Valentine's Day.